The High Desert Museum has provided learning opportunities for hundreds of thousands of people annually for more than 40 years. But following an executive order signed by President Trump last Friday, the museum says efforts to enhance education in our community are in jeopardy.
The High Desert Museum has received several competitive grants from the IMLS, Institute of Museum and Library Services. For example, over the past decade, we've received $1.43 million.
The IMLS is a key source for funding for museums, libraries, and other related educational institutions, and helps bring educational resources out into the community.
Funding from IMLS has allowed us to partner with the museum at Warm Springs and develop partnerships and programming with our nearest tribal museum. It also gave us the initial funding for family workshops involving STEM in rural communities.
During COVID, the museum used IMLS money for educational outreach, providing iPads and programming to rural areas when it couldn't welcome people through the doors. It partnered with Deschutes Public Library for this project. The library also receives IMLS funding.
We get directly about $38,000 a year. And we have about a $12 million budget, so it's not a large piece of it.
The nearly $40,000 helps our youngest students through summer reading and early literacy programs. Todd Dunkelberg says those programs will still operate through local property taxes, but says there's still concern for what this could mean for access in rural areas.
The bigger concern for us is more of the devaluation of libraries and museums at the federal level. Because we really feel like libraries are a really important piece for democracy, making sure that people have access to information. A lot of the Eastern Oregon libraries rely on state funding to help fund their services and their courier systems from library to library.
The executive order calls for the IMLS to be dismantled to the maximum extent of the law. Trump said that the order continues to reduce elements of the federal bureaucracy that he has determined unnecessary. In Bend, Colby Anabrad, Central Oregon Daily News.